Start. Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, to begin with, I wish to thank you for giving this opportunity to respond to such a very enlightened debate that went for 10 hours, initiated by Mr. Mahara and concluded by Honorable Leader of the Opposition. I must thank each one of you cutting across party lines, whether you are sitting on this side of the table or that side, for giving constructive suggestions, for offering ideas, supporting the budget generally, and also wishing that the railways performance should improve. There have been, of course, a lot of criticism, and that criticism is understandable because railways has to perform much better than what is performing. Therefore, there have been all kinds of suggestions and complaints. To begin with, the members talked about overcrowding, delays in reaching the destination, running probably sometimes into hours, bad food, deteriorating service not keeping up to the mark. People are expecting more connectivity. People are expecting faster trains. Just now, Mr. Rajiv Shukla said that Shatabdi is running at a speed of passenger train, which is true, not exactly like a passenger train, but he meant that the trains are not running at their optimum capacity. Corruption has also been highlighted by many members complained about lack of customer focus, cleanliness, the poor financial health, poor response to customer complaints, accidents, station development, the state of stations, and members suggested that they should be developed better. There was a talk of less number of wagons. Mr. Dhindsa yesterday talked about Punjab suffering as a result of it, and there were many other points. So if you look at it, what do these complaints suggest? If you really go into this, then you will say that these are all symptoms of a deep rooted malady which is going on for a long time. Therefore, we really need to improve it. I am very happy that our Honorable Prime Minister has decided to make railways a priority. He has always said that he has travelled by the railways as a child. He continued to travel by railways as a social worker. He travelled by the railways as a political worker as well as a prime minister. Now he has got an opportunity to reform the railways, and therefore this is the number one priority of the prime minister, a topmost priority of the government, and therefore we will definitely try to improve upon. I just want to let my friends know this, as a lot of people talk about China. Sir, I have been to China many times, though I am not a communist. I have been seeing how Chinese railway has been able to transform itself. First time I went an overnight journey from Beijing to Shanghai, and recently when I went, maybe last year now, as a minister, I cannot travel as much, and when I went there, I saw that now you can reach there in few hours. The distance of Delhi and Mumbai can be done in few hours. So this is the transformation, but to make that happen, I think we will have to work on many issues, to which I will come a little later. The real cause is less investment in railways, which I think all of you will agree. We have not been able to put as much money into railways as it should have been, and all these symptoms that I have told you about are the result of less investment and many others, but less investment to begin with. If you really look at it, some of them have talked about the distorted ratio between rail traffic and road traffic. This will obviously happen because if we invest more into roads and less into railways, obviously the road will be the beneficiary. Therefore, the rail has lost out to road because we have not made investment, but less investment has also created the type of problems that I have talked about, such as congestion on lines will be there. So many trains, goods trains, Shatabdi trains, Rajdhani trains, passenger trains are running on the same track. Two high density network from Delhi to Mumbai, Delhi to Kolkata, all completely clogged. Therefore, the trains are getting delayed. This is also the result of less investment. Of course, the result is also because of management. We really need to bring in more management. We need the type of strategy. We need to put transparency and better financial management to improve the performance of the railways over a period of time. We must have customer focus, and safety should be one of the main priorities. We have decided to work on it as our action plan to implement it. I respect Mamtaji as my own sister, and I have worked with her, and who was my colleague in the cabinet. She was also with me in this parliament for years as my good friend. If she has prepared something good, are we going to talk about it and fight about it just because we belong to different political parties? So I think her vision and our vision matches. Probably we can work together again. Where did I get this number? I will just come to the number that I have got. But if you look at the planning commission's number, the plan which was prepared by a very distinguished economist, vice chairman of planning commission, chaired by the then prime minister, and chairman of the planning commission, that plan talked about of much higher figure. Even Mamtaji with that vision talked about higher number. So therefore, if you realize that the number is needed, investment is needed. When we came out with a plan to make that investment, everybody is saying why such a big number. So that number has come because of the problems that I have told you about, and we need to address those problems. Network expansion, including electrification, another rupees 2 lakh crores. I am just rounding off the figures. For national projects, Northeastern and Kashmir, the leader of the opposition just now talked about Kashmir. We need another rupees 39,000 crores, but say rupees 40,000 crores for safety. There were committees and committees. So we just took the number which is really bare necessity. It is rupees 1 lakh crores. For information technology, at least rupees 5,000 crores to actually transform it. And for rolling stock, just now somebody mentioned that we don't have a problem with the rolling stock. This is about rupees 1 lakh crores. On passenger amenities, rupees 12,000 crores and things like this, in which rupees 1 lakh crores is for station redevelopment and logistic part, which will not come from our own investment.